Hey, Ben Norman here, and in today's video, I'm going to share with you my take on the top 10 leadership skills that you need in order to be a better leader. Tip number one, time management. It's an essential skill. You need to be able to effectively manage your time and also other people's time. You need to be able to make sure that certain tasks are getting done, that it's profitable, it's being delivered on time. So making sure that you are able to effectively manage that time is essential. Tip number two, good resource planning and scheduling. You need to be able to ensure that you are getting the maximum amount out of the resources you've got available and that work is scheduled in properly so that not only do you know when people should be doing things and when things should be delivered, but also they are very clear on what they need to be doing when and when that needs to be delivered by. Tip number three, delegation. A good leader knows when they need to do stuff, but more importantly, they know how to play people to their strengths, when to put other people in the game, when to let them run with the ball. It isn't about, you just sat at the back letting everyone else do the work that you don't want to do. It's not about that. A good leader knows when they need to roll their sleeves up and get involved. You lead from the front, but you also can't be one of these goal crazy strikers that are always out there for the win and stealing all the glory. It's about pushing the team forward and playing them to their strengths. 4, priority management. Obviously, you're scheduling the work, you're making the most of your resources, but things change, priorities change. You need to be able to react quickly and adapt the resources and people that you've got in order to get that job done. You need to be able to think on your feet. You need to have an awareness of what people are doing, how strapped people are, where the gaps are, who's got the time and who hasn't. This will enable you to make quicker decisions so that you're able to think on your feet and get things done in a quicker amount of time with minimal stress. Tip number 5, goal and target setting. Essential, not just for you, when are you getting stuff done by, what's the goal, but also for the team, what are their individual goals, what are their individual targets, having a roadmap so that you're able to kind of monitor and manage these. What is the strategy if people don't hit their target, if they're just under, what happens if they overachieve it, what are the kind of reward systems, what are the self-development strategies that you're going to use for those people depending on whether they hit targets or miss them. How are you working with people to develop? All of these things are really important. So tip number 6, staying efficient. This is like things like scope creep. What systems, processes, monitoring have you got in place to ensure that people are staying efficient, that we're not getting scope creep, that you're not allocating, 4 hours for tasks, but people are taking 5 or 6, but there's no mechanism or system in place to be able to tell that they're doing that. So not only are they falling behind, they're unable to deliver against their targets, but you're not actually being alerted to that fact. So you need to have systems and mechanics in place so that you can. Tip number 7 is communicating clearly. Not waffling, being very, very clear with people on exactly what you want. This is what we need to achieve by that date, or else this will happen. This is the negative effect of that. We will probably lose this contract with XYZ company because they need this system by this date. So it's important that we all rally. There needs to be no kind of debate or no way that someone can get the wrong end of the stick on what you're saying. You need to make sure that not only are you communicating clearly, but that you're also following this up so that everybody has kind of that written trail as well. Whether that's you're adjusting your resource planning systems and software so that they're then clear that their targets have changed or their tasks have changed in order to deliver on this new target. So being able to communicate clearly but also follow up clearly as well is essential. So before we get on to the next tip, I'd love to know, what do you feel the number 1 quality of a good leader is? So tip number 8, education. You need to constantly develop. Audiobooks are really good for this. Reading, audiobooks, courses, not just for you, but also for your team. Find ways to align self-development courses, books, like whatever learning they need. So find the gaps in your team and find out ways in which they can plug those gaps as well. because being a good leader is about making sure that your team are upskilling, that they've got what they need as well. You know, it isn't just about you, it's about your team. And if your team get better and you get better, then the work that you will deliver, the way that you work will get better. So, you know, self-development for yourself and your team, you know, you need to make sure that you have something in place that is ensuring that you're all basically getting smarter. You know, if you sit there, if you're not learning, if you're not doing any self-development, then, you know, the only real way that you're going to be kind of educating yourself is on the job. You know, you're going to be learning from issues that happen and how you then correct it. But you want to basically get a step ahead of that and be able to get ahead of that curve, and self-development is the way to do that. So tip number 9, self-care. You've got to take care of yourself. You know, you need to be getting enough sleep. You need to be eating well. You know, you need to be working out. You need to be mentally in a good place. You know, if you're well rested, you're well exercised, you're well fed, you're in a good place, you know, you're going to be able to react quicker, you're going to be able to make better decisions, you're going to be healthier, you're going to be taking less time off sick. You know, you're going to last longer. You know, your chances of being, you know, hit down by some horrible virus or, you know, medical emergency are going to be reduced if you're keeping yourself healthy. You know, we know that being a good leader and leading from the front and all of this other stuff, you know, it comes with, you know, consequences. There are a lot of stresses and things that come with it. So it is really important to take care of yourself and your body to make sure that you are kind of as fit as you can be and, you know, resistant to kind of illnesses, you know, and, you know, other kind of health implications. And my final tip, you know, I've kind of alluded it to a few times now, but leading from the front. You know, a lot of people think that being a good leader is just about sitting back, telling people what to do. And yes, there is an element of that. You need to be able to play people to their skills, and you need to be able to get people to complete tasks in a certain amount of time and all of this other stuff. But, you know, good leaders know when to roll up their sleeves and get involved. You know, there should be no task in your team that you are afraid to do yourself. You know, if your team knows that you will roll your sleeves up, get involved, you know, and help them out when, you know, they're really strapped, you know, they will have a lot more respect for you. They will be willing to go a lot further for you because they'll feel that you're in it with them, not just sat there at the back telling them what to do, you know. And for me, that has been one of the biggest traits that I see with good leaders, is the ability for people to roll up their sleeves, get involved and help out. You know, it isn't just about telling people what to do. You know, people will work for you under fear, being told what to do and all of the rest of it. Of course they will. But if they respect you, they will go that extra mile willingly, and they will want to kind of achieve with you, get the job done, you know, hit the targets, because they feel part of a team with you, not like they're just subservient to you. So that kind of just about wraps up my top tips. I'd love to know what your favourite was. And yeah, hit me up in the comments below, let me know, and I will see you in the next video.